Giving me an up-close and personal view. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the JoAnne Powell Show. I am JoAnne. We're coming to you from the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM, Hollywood. Well, when it came right down to it, regarding the GOP's health care plan, they basically failed. They did not have enough support amongst their own party, among the Republicans, and they actually had no support among Democrats. Many critics are saying that the president's, his first attempt and his administration's first attempt to get something through Congress was a flop. We have reaction from key players on Capitol Hill.
I think the losers are Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, because now they own Obamacare. They own it, 100% own it. And this is not a Republican health care. This is not anything but a Democrat health care. And they have Obamacare for a little while longer until it ceases to exist, which it will at some point in the near future. And just remember, this is not our bill, this is their bill.
Well, it's a tall tale, another one by President Trump. They never reached out to us, they never talked to us, they never said, how can we work together to make it better? The failure is, of course, completely among the Republicans, President Trump and the Congress. They weren't even trying to get Democrats involved. And now it's about time for the president to lead, not to name call, not to blame, but to lead, to simply say people are going to suffer and someone's to blame. That makes no sense at all. If you're a real president, you care about people suffering, and we're ready to work with the president. Take repeal off the table. Let him and Speaker Ryan, Mitch McConnell say we're not repealing, and we'll work with improving Obamacare. But in the meantime, for the president to do things to make Obamacare worse and have millions of people suffer, to make sure it doesn't work when CBO says it is working, he's wrong about that, that's not being a president.
I think we were probably doing the Democrats a favor. I think we were doing the architects of Obama a favor by passing this law before it gets even worse. Well, I guess that favor is not going to be given to them, and it's going to get worse. And so I don't think the architects of Obamacare, I'm sure they may be pleased right now, but when they see how bad this thing gets, based on all the projections we're being told by the plans that are participating in Obamacare, I don't think they're going to like that either.
Obamacare is working for millions of people. That's why there was such an outcry when they decided to repeal it. Can it be improved some? Of course. We've always said that. And once the Republicans take repeal off the table, we're willing to work with them to improve it. But it's far, far better having it than not having it. 20 million people covered, pre-existing conditions taken care of. College kids who graduate from college can get on their health care plan. Women's health care taken care of. Senior citizens getting reasonable cost health care. All of which would have been undone by Trump Care, and that's why the public was on our side. Last polls I saw, 57% against Trump Care, rather keeping and improving ACA. So we're willing to work with them, but they got to take repeal off the table. You know, it was very easy for 7 years for them to decry this. But I will say this, you know, there were two problems, two reasons this failed. I've never seen such incompetence. They put together a bill that doesn't have the support of so many of their own party. Nobody, hardly anyone on the outside opposed it. AARP supported it, AARP against it, AMA against it, hospitals against it, nurses against it. And second, you can't, and this is a lesson for them for the future, you cannot govern from the hard right. This bill, the only people who really benefited were the very, very wealthy people.
The American people understood that this is not a health care bill, Anderson. This was a $300 billion tax break for the top 2%, massive tax breaks for the drug companies and for the insurance companies, and threw 24 million people off of health insurance, defunded Planned Parenthood, significantly raised premiums for older workers, and cut Medicaid by $880 billion. Poll after poll. showed that is exactly what the American people did not want, and Democrats should take credit for killing a really, really bad piece of legislation. Media game. Nobody really cares that it's a failure of Trump or a failure of Ryan. What the American people are asking is, how does it happen that we are the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people as a right? Anderson, I am talking to you tonight 50 miles away from the Canadian border. We can get there in an hour. They manage to provide health care for every man, woman, and child in their country at half the cost per person than we do. The cost of prescription drugs in Canada, significantly lower than it is in the United States. So the question is, why are we not moving forward with a Medicare for all, single-payer program guaranteeing health care to all people, which will be much more cost-effective than what we presently have?
The key here is trying to get something through Congress. You're going to have to work on both sides. The Republicans and the Democrats and the president are all going to have to work together. And within the Republican Party, there is division. So you're going to have to, like the previous comments, you're going to have to focus or target middle America, the middle of America. You can't go too far to the right, and you can't go too far to the left. The key is to find a happy medium of such if you are going to be successful. And when it comes specifically to healthcare, a good component or good aspect is to to get those in the medical field involved in the process of writing up any type of medical or healthcare legislation. You want to get doctors, nurses, hospitals, those that are involved with the healthcare of people in this country should have an aspect or a say or be a part of the process. That would make it probably more successful versus just having lawmakers and those on Capitol Hill solely involved in the process, because you make something that is a crucial component to people's existence a political pawn, and that's not good for anybody. When we come back, we're going to actually get the input of someone from the medical community, Dr. Melvin Lightford. He's going to be joining us. He's an internal physician out of Nashville, Tennessee. When we come back, he's going to be my guest via the phone, and we're going to talk about healthcare in America and the plan that was proposed by the GOP and what might be a good proposal for Congress to think about when it comes to healthcare for all. You're watching the JoAnne Powell Show. We'll be right back.
If you are an adult that began college and has not finished your college degree, let me put it to you straight. If your lifestyle and your standard of living is not becoming to you, then you should be coming to us, Oakwood University LEAP program. We are the fast, flexible adult degree completion program for the busy adult, like you.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098. It's time to leap.
For years, people have trusted McKay's Family Mortuary. We're part of your community and we'll take care of the details. We offer a variety of memorial services, including sea scattering and cremation. According to the Federal Trade Commission, the average funeral cost is over $9,000. We have complete funeral chapel service starting at only $31.25, casket included. Direct cremation starting at only $9.95. Visit one of our 5 locations and meet our caring and diverse staff. McKay Family Mortuary. Let us be the shoulder to lean on.
Thanks to Oakwood University and the LEAP program, I have now a college degree. So to the Spanish-speaking members of this community who feel that the LEAP program is something you should consider, I would say, ánimo a la universidad. Considere el programa LEAP de Oakwood University.
Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.
Seize the Day Scuba for your best scuba experience above and below the sea. You'll find friendly staff, experienced PADI certified instructors, and state-of-the-art scuba equipment and gear. Join our dive club and we'll help you plan memorable scuba excursions. Immerse yourself. Seize the Day Scuba, serving Southern California. Call 949-220-0500 to create your scuba experience.
When I first started into the program, yes, I had doubts. I was really impressed with Oakwood University, with the faculty and the staff and the student body. It was a really good experience, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who was thinking about going back and finishing their degree.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.